Welcome to the phenomenon of Center Parcs, where families willingly shell out thousands for a holiday that's up the road in the woods. But what's the magnetic pull of these forest villages that's got people hooked and their wallets open? How much are they actually making from add-ons like bike rentals and spa treatments? In this video, I'll break down the three-part formula that keeps the Center Parcs business winning and you paying. Part 1. A unique paradise. Center Parcs is a money-making machine hidden in the woods. A forest retreat dotted with cozy lodges surrounded by nature, and packed with activities for the whole family. Sounds idyllic, right? Well, that's exactly what Center Parcs offers, and people are willing to pay a premium for it. The first UK village opened in Sherwood Forest, Nottingham in 1987, followed by Elvedon Forest in Suffolk and Longleat Forest in Wiltshire within the next decade. Let's zoom out and look at what makes Center Parcs unique. It's a car-free environment. Once you arrive and unpack, your vehicle stays in the parking lot. This creates a safe zone where your families can cycle, walk, and play without worrying about road safety. It's one of the very few places where you can give teenagers a bike to go off and do as they please, while the parents can also do what they want. You'd never let your kid out of sight in a foreign country, but everything about Center Parcs feels safe. It's a key differentiator that sets them apart from traditional resorts or hotels. Over the past decade, Center Parcs has reaped the benefits of nostalgia. Many of those who enjoyed a Center Parcs holiday as children between 1987 and 2005 are now parents themselves. If they cherish those experiences, there's a strong desire to recreate that joy for their own children, passing on these same memorable moments to a new generation. That is, of course, assuming they can afford it. It's no secret that the prices at Center Parcs can be astronomical. Thousands of pounds for a short 3 or 4 night stay. So why are people willing to shell out so much cash for a woodland holiday? You could argue you'd get much better value for money with an Airbnb or even going abroad. But even with the high prices, the numbers show that people will still pay for the Center Parcs experience. If you don't believe me, take a look at their occupancy rates for 2023. Occupancy rates in the hospitality industry represent the percentage of available rooms filled with paying guests. Center Parcs achieves a 97%, significantly outperforming the broader hotel industry average of 66%. This means that for every 100 lodges Center Parcs has, 97 are filled with paying guests at any time throughout the year. But just having high-priced lodges doesn't get you a £5 billion company valuation. To uncover the full story, we must explore their controversial pricing strategy. While Center Parcs excels at selling experiences, their pricing strategy raises eyebrows. During school holidays, a family getaway can cost more than an international vacation. What's behind this controversial pricing model that has both critics fuming and loyal customers returning year after year? Center Parcs' pricing strategy is a masterclass in supply and demand economics, with a dash of psychological manipulation. The company employs dynamic pricing, adjusting rates based on demand, particularly during peak times like school holidays when families are most likely to splurge on vacations. This approach has drawn significant criticism from customers and media outlets alike. Complaints often center around feeling mugged off by the high prices, with stark contrasts between peak and off-peak pricing. Media coverage has been equally scathing, highlighting the difference between Center Parcs' prices and alternative holiday options. Despite the criticism, people keep paying these prices. This is partly due to price elasticity. Center Parcs has found that demand for their unique forest village experience remains high even as prices increase. Families are willing to stretch their budgets for what they perceive as a safe, reliable, and enjoyable holiday despite cheaper alternatives. Another more recent factor is the new strict laws brought in by the UK in August 2024, where each parent is fined £80 per child for taking them on holiday during term time. So if you have 2 parents and 2 kids, it's essentially £160 per child. So £320 to the government to go on holiday, making the off-peak periods not as cheap as they first seem. Scarcity also plays a crucial role. With a limited number of lodges available, especially during peak times, Center Parcs creates a sense of exclusivity and urgency. Families feel pressured to book early and pay premium rates to secure their spot in the forest paradise. Beyond supply and demand, Center Parcs has tapped into the psychology of willingness to pay. They've created an experience that resonates deeply with their target market. Families seeking quality time together in a safe, controlled environment. Many parents justify the costs by emphasizing the happiness and enjoyment their children experience during their stay. What's next now that they've got you hooked? Welcome to Center Parcs' lucrative world of add-ons. Add-ons make up for over 40% of Center Parcs' revenue, which is huge when you consider how expensive the accommodation is. These add-ons start the moment you begin browsing for your ideal lodge. Take, for example, a family of 4 planning a 4-night stay in mid-August. The base price for the most affordable 2-bedroom cabin is £1,349. If you'd like ensuite bathrooms, that's an extra £100. Need an additional bedroom instead? Add £150. Fancy a private sauna? That'll be £250. The upgrades continue, right up to a 4-bedroom treehouse complete with every possible amenity, including a games room, log-burning fireplace, and a private hot tub, totaling £5,899. Then come further decisions. If you'd like your cabin closer to the village centre, you'll pay an extra £74 for the most central location. Want early access to your accommodation? The early arrival option costs £70, letting you check in at 2 p.m. instead of the standard 4 p.m. And this is only scratching the surface of the available add-ons. You see, Center Parcs is selling an experience, not just accommodation. Once you're inside, you're presented with a variety of activities and dining options. Quad bike safari, build a teddy bear, a game of pickleball, day at the spa, paintballing. These activities come with premium price tags and people are paying them. The revenue breakdown for the business is quite revealing. As mentioned earlier, 60% of the revenue is derived from accommodation purchases, while the remaining 40% comes from on-site spending. That's a significant portion of income from what guests spend after they've already paid for their stay. This is where the genius of the Center Parcs business model becomes clear. They've created a captive market. Once you're inside, you're more likely to use the on-site facilities, eat at their restaurants, and participate in their activities. With prices higher than average, each guest becomes a valuable source of revenue. And while only staying guests can access most of the facilities, their Aqua Sauna Spa is open to the general public, welcoming 37,000 guests through their doors per month, and delivering a staggering 110,000 massages per year. If we take a very low estimate, the spa generates a minimum of £27 million per year, accounting for up to 70% of the leisure activity revenue across the park. You're probably wondering the numbers behind bike rentals. Well, even though customers have the option to bring their own bikes with them for free, they still rack up 1.2 million bike rentals each year, at an average price of £34. That's over £40 million in revenue from this single add-on. Of course, the subtropical swimming paradise is central to every resort, maintained at 29.5 degrees Celsius year-round. It's a key attraction which is free to every guest and ensures Center Parcs' appeal regardless of weather, solidifying its position as a year-round destination. As one guest put it, if the kids are happy, we're happy. This sentiment often overrides concerns about cost. The fact that over half of visitors return within 5 years demonstrates the effectiveness of their value proposition. If you enjoyed this video, Be sure to check out some of our other business breakdowns on the channel. Thanks for watching.